you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. And we're going to do a little Belgian double action today in the form of Tröegs Jovial. This is the first time I've had this beer from Tröegs, and I believe it's the first time they've produced it. Pretty sure it probably came out of their Scratch series, for people that don't know. You know, just like most breweries, they have, you know, kind of in-house offerings only, and Tröeg calls it their Scratch beers. I didn't do any research on this because I don't do any research on any beers I drink beforehand. But, you know, safe to say this is probably something they kind of trumped out there under experimental Scratch program and kind of probably got good feedback and decided to bottle it. I had a Belgian triple from them by the name of Le Grave. I did review it. Pretty sure I posted it. It was a nice Belgian triple. Nothing too crazy, but it was quite nice. So I'm super excited to give this a whirl. As far as what it says on the bottle, independent craft brewery, Tröegs, down here, Jovial, Belgian-style double ale, bottle conditioned, 7% alcohol. Let's see, Jovial is highly carbonated. Hold chalice and pour in the center of a glass to release the yeast complex character. Government warning stuff, recycling information. Over here, brewed and bottled at Tröegs, Pennsylvania. Brimming with optimism, Jovial reveals its enduring charm and infinite merriment with each passing sip. This enticing Belgian-style double ale features hints of raisin, fig, date, prune, and as the flavor develops, traces of toffee, chocolate, subtle spices emerge. Jovial, adjective, cheerful and friendly, full of happiness and joy. Well, hopefully this makes me all of that. So let's see what's going on here. Cork didn't hit me in the face, which is always a bonus, and it comes out nicely. I love it when the corks come out without protest. So yeah, let's see what we got going on here. Mika likes how I'm pouring my beer right now, I'll tell you that much. Calm down, baby. I'm just pouring beer. No reason to yell. Anyway, that's a head on that sucker. Lacks that kind of unfiltered density to it that I usually appreciate out of my Belgian ales, whether they're doubles, triples, or quads. It's quite clear, has like a orangish, slight brownish color to it. Headwise is gigantic, off-white. Decent top to it, and cascading bubbles from smaller to larger going up top. Looks like a Belgian beer, sans that murkiness that I'm a big fan of. It's got a little bit of carbonation going on there, and that's about it. Yeah, so looks the part. Let's see if she smells the part. It does have that Belgian-based yeastiness that you'd expect from a double. As far as your typical characteristics for your Belgian darks, your doubles and your quads and your darks, you know, you're expecting everything they have listed on there, which would be your dates, figs, raisins, all that stuff. Your dark fruits. I'm not really getting too much of that in the nose, to be perfectly honest with you. Just a slight sweetness, slight sugariness, but not much dark fruit. You know, kind of muddled smell of something, but really, it's quite muted. Not much going on in there, to be perfectly honest. Yeah. So hopefully the taste brings a little bit more than the smell. So let's see what she has to offer. Cheers. Definitely more in the mouth than there is in the nose. Way more datey and figgy, or dates and figs are actually there as opposed to more in the mouth. Those are the predominant flavors going on in there. Nice sweetness to it, not overly sweet, which is a bonus when it comes to your Belgians, doubles, and quads, stuff like that. Some people get a little bit sweet for me. Even though I do like sweet beers, I did a review of Avery's Reverend, I believe it was, which was a Belgian style quad. It was nice, but it was a little bit on the sweet side for me. This is kind of in that perfect middle ground for a Belgian double. It lacks the mouthfeel I want, and it lacks that creamy density to it that I really, really covet out of my Belgian doubles and quads. So that's a little bit of a bummer. It's got a little bit of breadiness going on, and yeah, it's a nice beer. It's a nice American interpretation on a Belgian double, is what it is. I wish it was a little more balanced. Like I said, this is date and figs, and kind of just drops off from there. They said as it warms up, what was it? The main ones they were talking about were raisin, fig, and date, and prune. Not getting much prune, not getting much raisin, fig and date. That's pretty much it. And it says toffee, chocolate, and subtle spices emerge while it warms up. I mean, I keep my stuff at 53 degrees, so it's probably at optimal drinking temperature. It's not cold at all, so not getting a ton of chocolate. I mean, there might be the slightest hint of like a cocoa powder there, but that could just me wanting it to be there more than anything else. Yeah. It's a nice stab, a nice attempt at the style. It just falls a little short in a couple places for me. But overall, just saying, is it a nice beer? Yes. Rating wise, I'd probably give it like an 83. Give it an 83. Nice beer, you know. Definitely has promise if it's a recipe they're willing to tweak. Just like I said, it's a little bit, I wouldn't say one-dimensional, but it's a little bit singular as far as taste goes. It's not as balanced or coherent as I'd like it to be. But it tastes good, so you know you can't fault all that much. So I'll give it an 83 overall. Value and availability, I live 2 hours away from the brewery, so availability is an 8, and value is, I think I paid $14 for a 4-pack of, excuse me, you know, just a hair under 13 ounces. You know, it's not too shabby. I mean, it's only 7%, so take that for what it is. But I mean, on a value scale, I'm sorry, I'd give it like a 6, just because of the marriage between price and awesomeness. You know, it's a nice beer, but it's not awesome. And for $15, usually I can get a pretty smoking awesome 4-pack of beer. So, not bad, but, you know, not the worst either. So, yeah. Not too bad. Just low scores. Low 80s, and low 80s and low 8s on value and availability. Even though I just said other numbers in that. Anyway. Yeah. So, not a bad beer. Nice first attempt. From Tröegs at a Belgian double. I just hope they take this recipe, kind of tweak it, and you know, dial it up a bit, and you know, see if they can bring it out a little bit more and flesh out something that's a little bit more robust and a little bit more well balanced. So yeah, another review in the books. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the review. Either way, if you did or you didn't, we'd love to hear about it. So please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you like, check us out anywhere else on the internet: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Untapped. Massive beers in all 3 of those places. Way more active on Instagram, so you're going to check us out anywhere, check us out there. And yeah, another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice beer right now, and hopefully see you next time. Cheers.